Ready?
I'm ready.
Hi, I'm Tony Cacciarelli from AJA, and we're at NAB 2012. Let me give you a rundown of some of the stuff that we've got here at the show from AJA. We're starting off with the TTab. The TTab is a really small portable device. It's Thunderbolt powered, and so you have one cable coming out of your computer into the TTab, and then the other side has HDMI output and SDI output. So you can simultaneously output to an HDMI monitor and an SDI monitor in standard def, high def, all the way up to 2K even from this little device. It's just nice and portable, throw it in your pocket. As you're moving around, you can always have access to a broadcast monitor.
Wow. And what's that list for?
The list for $249.
$249?
US.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So moving along, we've got the KiPro Quad. We started with the KiPro years ago, about 3 years ago, and the whole concept was to be able to take video and encode it as ProRes files that were easily used by editing systems. So getting from your camera into your editorial as quickly as possible. And it did that in HD resolution, and it was really successful. KiPro Quad is actually the successor to that. This little guy goes all the way up to 4K. So you can do HD resolution workflows, 2K resolution workflows, all the way up to 4K.
Sorry.
What it can do is take 4K raw from a camera like the new Canon C500, pump that into the KiPro Quad. It can pass it through a Thunderbolt connection on the back to a laptop that's running a storage array. You can record that raw data, but it also will simultaneously debayer the raw data and record it as 4K ProRes files onto removable media that you can then plug into your computer and use. So same concept of being able to get from your lens to your editorial in a nice edit-ready and edit-friendly format without having to go through any intermediate transcoding steps. So really fast, it just does it at 4K.
How does that work with like an F3?
Actually, you can use it with an F3 because at HD and 2K resolutions, you can basically take the dual link output of that right into this device and record 444 ProRes. So it'll do full 444. It's the first KiPro product that'll actually do 444 recording, so you get the added quality of that and the extra storage space of the SSD modules. And it also has an onboard confidence monitor, so you can actually see your image there. And it does simultaneous 4K output, so you can output to a 4K monitor and an HDMI and an SDI monitor all simultaneously. So it's a really powerful little box. Below it right there is the reader, and it has an SSD drive plugged into it. That's Thunderbolt and eSATA powered, so you can plug that right into your computer and take those ProRes files and get them into your edit.
Cool.
Shifting down a little bit more, in the KiPro line, we've got another new product called KiPro Rack. And KiPro Rack is the evolution of the KiPro. We had a lot of people that were using the KiPro as a deck replacement, and they were having a lot of success with it, but they wanted something that was in a form factor that was a little more facility friendly. Something that you could put into a rack, it could sit there and really be a true deck replacement type product. And this has connections on the back for AES audio and basically looks like a deck connection across the back. So you could literally pull a deck out, plug this in, use all the same cabling and all the same connections, and you've got a full deck replacement and you're in a file-based workflow.
Awesome.
Yeah, with dual media storage on it too, you get a lot of capacity, but it's got the same interface as the KiPro, so it's really easy to use. I always joke around and ask people, which button do you think is record? Right? It's an easy to use interface. You're never going to get lost in this. If you know how to work a tape deck, you're going to know how to work this. It's very simple.
Well, Tony, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, my
I really
pleasure.
appreciate it.